Hello again and welcome back to my studio. Today is Tuesday, October 3rd. Just got off of work as per usual and I'm here at the studio to finally do some artwork. I feel like the last couple of videos I gave you a tour of the studio and then I gave you a tour of all of my art. So now I feel like I can finally get back into actually making stuff. So I have a couple of things that I need to unbox so that we can get started. That went pretty well. It's October and it's like 80 degrees outside right now. So it's a little warm in here. But other than that, we're having a good day. I hope you're having a good day. So first, I think this is, I'm pretty sure this is my first time purchasing professional quality paint. So I got, this is the Artists Set Traditional Colors of Japan, the summer edition. And then I also got a 24 set of the Holbein Artists Gouache. So altogether, I now have 36 colors. A lot of them are kind of similar, so I'm interested to see like how they swatch, and I'm gonna do that also in this video. And then for the paint, we got a porcelain paint palette. Go ahead and open this up. Oh, look, there's even like a little indentation so that you can set your brush down if you want. So, very nice. So, I get this to go with the paint, obviously, because I don't have anything like this. Okay, and then I got one more thing that I'm pretty excited about, and I'm hoping it'll work. So the last thing I got is by Newer. Boom. Okay. This is supposed to go with something else. That's interesting. Okay. So this is, and I clamp on, let's see. Let's see. I do see an issue though, it's a little precarious looking. I'm gonna try putting the camera on there and we'll see what it does. By the way, that was everything from my Amazon haul. So, yeah. What are we gonna do? There, I'm over here now. I'm gonna take this thing off because it's not helping me. Welcome to top-down view. So, here's what we got. Tripod is here. I had to extend the base a little bit because it was a little bit wobbly, and then it still doesn't really have a good grip here. You can see it's slightly at an angle, so I put this here, put this on it to try to counteract it, but as you can tell, it still has a pretty good lean going on. So I'm wondering if I can put something like in here to make it grip better. Maybe I have some of this stuff. I'm wondering if I can like wrap the pole with a little bit of this to give it a little bit more padding, and then maybe it won't be as bad, but it's not horrible. I mean, it's a pretty good top down. Okay, well, using this, I don't know if it helped or not, to be honest with you. I think it's still crooked, but it works well enough that I am not concerned. And we're just gonna move on to painting. Okay. So now we have our grid. So we don't need this, but it's just satisfying to have. we do need these. And we do need some water, and we need some paintbrushes. Here is the 24-piece set. And let's unbox. So here are all the colors that come in this set. Very pretty, very exciting. Here's the second one. It's not as effective, I don't think, if that's underneath it. And voila. Here's the second set. Now, as I was saying before, there are many similarities between the two sets. That 813 is a little bit warmer than 522, but some of them it's a lot harder to tell the difference. I have to find some brushes that will work for this, and then we will go ahead and get started swatching my first set of professional paints. Woohoo! So I found this brush. It'll do. I actually don't remember if this is a watercolor brush or if it was for acrylic, but I have the right kind of brushes at home. That doesn't help me here. Brush. Oh my gosh, dude. When I tell you I've never gotten to work with stuff like this before, but I can tell why people like it. Okay, let's talk about this gouache. I grew up using whatever paint supplies I could afford to get my hands on. Usually student level acrylics and watercolors, and no shade to those, I learned a lot using them. So I saved up my little monies and I treated myself to these two Holbein Artists Gouache sets, and they absolutely did not disappoint. I got 2 swatches in and I immediately could tell the difference with how the pigment responds to and flows with water. All of the pigments are incredibly rich and vibrant, deeply saturated, a delightful creamy texture, honestly just a dream to work with, and I fully 100% understand the hype now. My biggest complaint with this paint is that I don't get to use it every day. But that's more on me. Anyway, let's talk about how I don't think I've ever swatched an entire set of paints before, so if it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, that's because I don't. But the main purpose of this exercise for me was to just play with the paint. Adding water, pushing the pigment around, attempting to create gradients. I wanted to get a feel for what it was like on paper. I also wanted to explore the seeming similarities between the two sets of colors, and, much to my delight, I find every color to be varied enough to warrant having each set. These are really nice to work with, and I can't wait to show you the first thing I made with these. Excuse me. Hello everybody, welcome back to the studio. Today we're just gonna get right into it because I don't have a lot of time here and I'm starting a new painting over here. So I'll put it up on the screen. Here is the sketch that I came up with, the digital sketch that I came up with for the layout for this. The inspiration is winter because winter is right around the corner, and I like the idea of playing with warm and cool tones together, so that's what we're going to do in this piece. And I cut up a piece of watercolor paper. I think it was 18 by 24, so I cut it in halvesies. So yeah, got my paper cut, and I'm going to tape up the edges because I just like the way that looks, and then we'll get started. But today we're just trying to sketch, so. I can already tell you it's not going to go well because I'm frustrated and I don't do well when I'm frustrated. I can't even adjust the head of the camera. I was thinking about putting this on there because then I can at least adjust it. See, the filming part of this, that's what makes it frustrating. Okay, so we're getting past the frustration. Sometimes, like after a long day at the shop, I just I don't have the patience for anything, so I apologize. I also think I might be hangry. For sure know I'm dehydrated, so I'm gonna drink a little water. Everybody grab some water, drink some water. I really wasn't wanting to have to completely do this from scratch. I don't know why it's so frustrating. I really should draw more often. Just a back. It's there. Is anybody else insecure about their drawings? Let's do a time lapse. Hey everybody, and welcome to another day in the studio. It's 47 degrees outside. I remember earlier in the video I was sitting in this exact spot like 5 days ago saying it's 80 degrees and it's warm in here, and now it's no. it's a little chilly outside, so we have all the cozy vibes in the studio today, and I'm going to spend pretty much the entire day working on a new illustration. And yeah, so I have the loose pencil sketch, just making mental notes about things that I think I changed in the, because I did some work to it on my iPad, which I will show you, or might have already done, because I haven't edited this video yet, so I'm not sure the order of things, but I didn't tape this to the board straight, so that's really helpful. I didn't tape the line straight either, my goodness. Anyway, I'm gonna get started and figure out what I'm doing. I think it'll fit this way. Oh yeah, okay. Unfortunately for me, I didn't do too good a job of taping this. Oh jeez, it's already destroying itself. That's nice. So I'm just gonna rip it off of here. And we're gonna you see me if I sit here? Yes, kind of. Over here. This light is insane. Here is the pencil illustration that you can't see it. I'll show it to you once it's retaped to the board. And then we gotta figure out what we're gonna do for lighting. And then we'll get started. The process of creating art is fascinating to me. It's so complex and so elusive. I don't fully understand how an idea in my head travels down into my hands, and little by little they work together until an image emerges. That's why I like filming the process, as frustrating as it can be at times. In the moment, it's easy to get lost in the brushstrokes, to forget what's going on around you, and transport yourself into your work, creating the story that fuels the image. Lately, instead of volunteering the story I had in mind during the creation process, I like to build the story up as much as I can visually, and let the viewer share their perspective on the scene. I find inspiration in the stories you create, and it keeps the cycle going. So, I'd love to know what this scene brings to your mind. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I already showed you the final shots, but here's the illustration. It's okay for my first attempt at gouache painting. I still don't know. I might go back in and change some things, or I might just leave it as it is and just call it good enough. I don't know. We'll see. It took me 12 hours and a lot of frustration and figuring things out. Regardless of that, that's gonna do it for me. Until next time, I hope that you've enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for the love on my last video, and I hope to be able to keep making better illustrations as time goes on. So do take care of yourself, and until the next time our stories intertwine, I'll see you then. I finished it. I mean, I don't really know how I feel about it. I don't hate it, but I don't think it's great.